Brian, if I start up my car and it's going, that's my exhaust. Does it just mean I have a hole somewhere in my tailpipe, my exhaust, my muffler?
There's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, I think there is, because it usually doesn't sound like that.
Right.
So where do you start, and what do you guys do with exhaust work these days?
Well, first an assessment like everything else. And the assessment for that's pretty easy. We get up underneath the car while it's running and you can see exactly what's wrong with it. It's not hard to assess. It could be a flexible connection that's gone bad. But most of the time, these exhausts are made of stainless steel nowadays. Most of the time, the car will go to the grave many, many years down the road.
Really?
200,000-300,000 miles with the factory exhaust system on it. Probably the catalytic converter would have been changed somewhere along the line in there. But the rest of the stuff will last. Hangers go bad sometimes. We can put a hanger on it. We can fix the system because, again, those pipes are stainless steel. So a lot of times we can do a repair on that system and it'll just go for years.
It's great to hear you can fix something rather than just in that case.
Just replace the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Because then you get into a cycle of every 2 years it needs a new one once you take the original off.
It does seem like I've had mufflers replaced in the past on old cars, and it did seem like the replacements never...
They don't last.
Why is that?
Different material.
Oh.
Cheaper material.
Okay. All the more reason to keep what's there on the car.
Yeah,
Stick on. You can make that so.
Yeah.
Is there any other advice you can share to people? Is there any maintenance I can do for my exhaust? There's really nothing I can do there.
No, there's no maintenance. You know, a lot of the synthetic oils nowadays with the low zinc, low sulfur, that's to keep the catalytic converter alive longer.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you use the right oils in it, which we always do.
Yeah.
Catalytic converter replacement, when they do go bad, there's catalytic converter inefficiency codes will come up. Converters are very expensive nowadays. You might be drawn to an aftermarket catalytic converter for a fraction of the price, or maybe an exhaust shop wants to do it. You're lucky if that will get the check engine light to turn off at all, and certainly not for very long, because let's just say the factory catalytic converter is this big, and it's all full of the rare earth minerals, materials that it needs to make it operate, and the aftermarket one's this big. And the computer's looking for a change between before and after the converter. That little bit of material usually won't get it done, and if it does get it done, it won't do it for very long.
So literally, my check engine light might not go off. There is a possibility.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Well,
we know what options we can present to you
that
make sense, but the cheapest one is not the best.
Well, if your muffler doesn't stop making noise after it's getting fixed, you're going to make noise going, why didn't you get it done right? Well, that's not going to happen if you go to Weber Automotive in the first place. So check them out, Weber Automotive, and be sure to look at all the other videos we have here on the website. You'll learn a lot more what Brian and his crew can do.
Thanks, Randy.